Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani. Welcome to StudyIQ, and I'm presenting here the English session of the daily PIB analysis. And today is 4th of January, and some important informations are there. Before that, I would start with the previous questions that I gave to you yesterday. Choose correct regarding Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. It is funded by the center wholly, and it was started way back. It was not 2016, and crop diversification program is a sub scheme of it that we discussed yesterday. So only 3 would be the correct answer here. Next, choose correct regarding MUHAAT. It is related with the mobility initiative that is going on regarding the FAME scheme, the electric mobility, renewable energy targets, and the hackathon that was also related with this. So it was an event which was promoting the out of the box thinking. Academia, MNCs, government departments, and the ministries, all these were together, and all great minds were working at it, and semi-finals were in, I think, Singapore, or final was in New Delhi. So it was a great exercise, a very advanced exercise. Government was integrating it, so it was not related with the Indian Navy, and it was related with the mobility issue, and it's a national event. Not, it is an international event, and all companies, Indian, foreigners, and all people without any limit, they were taking part in it. So that's why D option would be the correct answer here. 3, according to the recent health survey report by the Ministry of Health, under 5 mortality rate, that is also very important data under SDG target, where we are signatory as a nation. So it is very important data. 39 is the present data according to the last day's discussion. So that's the thing. You see, PIB analysis is very important, because you will see in most of the current affair questions, they are totally linkable with the PIB data directly or indirectly. Most reliable source we can say about it, but it is very difficult to gather the data inside it, find the data which are going to be important for the examination, which are going to be unnecessary. So that's the exercise I'm doing it. So you don't take it as that it is unstructured or unmanaged, or some kind of a hodgepodge of information. It is not like that. These all are very important data. Just I'm finding and searching for these associated details, the history of it, and how it is going to be linked with the examination scenario. So those points I'm presenting here. Okay, so it is not a mismanaged or unmanaged data. It's very crucial thing. DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, clarification they have given regarding the FDI policy. You see, FDI is foreign direct investment, and when it is more than 10% of the total stake, then it is called FDI, and if it is less than 10%, then it is called portfolio investment or something like that. So that's the thing. And it is the clarity regarding the e-commerce. This is the future of the commerce. You buy things on Flipkart, Amazon, all these are e-commerce platforms. So there are 2 kinds of businesses. One is B2B business, okay, that is market based model, okay, and one is B2C, business to consumer. So what is the difference? B2B is a kind of a only digital platform, the way Flipkart, Amazon, all these are. They are not selling their own things. They are just making a connection between the seller and the buyer. That's the different thing, that they are also enabling the delivery things, and all these issues they are taking care of. But it's actually a business to business e-commerce activity. Here 100% FDI is permitted in this, okay. But in B2C e-commerce, which is based on inventory based model, means invention of the e-commerce company only. If I am producing something and I make a platform, a website of it, and if I'm doing a multi-brand retailing here on this website, then it is not allowed. It is prohibited for the FDI. That's the thing. So that is the clarity. It was some confusion regarding that, and some companies were taking advantage of it, of this ambiguity. So now they are making it clear now. FDI is not permitted in the inventory based model of e-commerce. It is only based in the market based model, okay, that is B2B model, and inventory based is B2C model. There is no change in the FDI policy on food product retailing, retail trading, and there is 100% FDI allowed, but under the approval route. Here it was automatic route. You see, approval route means they need to take permission and they need to take clearance from the government. Automatic route, just bring your money and just buy the stakes, okay. Single window clearances, all these things would be there. So that's the thing under this approval route and the automatic route. Now food products manufactured, produced in India, in these particular fields, 100% FDI is allowed, but under approval route. Now, what is the marketplace and inventory based model? What is the difference? Market based, as I told you, model of e-commerce, it's only a ICT based platform where e-commerce entity on a digital electronic network to act as a facilitator. So Flipkart is a facilitator between the buyer and the seller. An inventory based model where inventory of the goods and services is owned by e-commerce entity. Okay, so that's the thing. Now next news is regarding the CPSC Central. These are public sector enterprises, okay, and these are going through a lot of tough phases, and most of these public sector units, they are not getting great outputs, and their businesses are not very much great. So a lot of things are in a way compromised, and they are compromising with the situation of the employees. They are giving them voluntary retirements and also VRS schemes and or VSS schemes. These all are going on, but the issue is that these are mainly people in the age group of 50 to 60, especially this is the common thing, and these are not very much advanced people. They are not very much savvy with the technology and all, so that's why they find it difficult after their voluntary retirement that they get anywhere job, because they are not very much skilled and they are not very much tech savvy. So here they are going to skill them. NSDC, under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, this organization is going to skill these people so that it will be easy for them to get employment in this advanced scenario after this retirement phase, because the rule is that if they have taken VRS, so according to the guidelines, once an employee avails of retirement from a CPSC, the employee shall not take up employment in another CPSC. It is not possible that you leave one CPSC and you apply for the job in the other one. So that's a impossible thing. So that's why this exercise was needed. Now next is Ministry of Women Child and Development Ministry. What they are saying, they are actually talking about a particular scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana common application software. This software was launched in September 17. Okay, so regarding that information is there, using local government directory, they are actually monitoring the all the local units, whether in all the districts or in till the village level. Okay, they are implementing these schemes and they are monitoring them with video conferences, because it is involving the payment to the pregnant ladies and lactating mothers. Okay, so the provision of 5,000 rupees cash payment in stages, and that's a conditional cash transfer. Okay, so they need to take care of a lot of things. They need to monitor the implementation, they need to see the progress of it, because it is in consonance with the targeting of reducing the maternal mortality rate, reducing the infant mortality rate, under 5 mortality rate, and neonatal mortality rate. So these things, these schemes, initiatives are actually targeting those targets. So that's why implementation and the follow-up is very, very important, and through the help of ICT technology, they are following these targets and they are managing this situation and monitoring them. So implemented through web-based software, that is PMZVY CAS, using common application software. So regarding that the news was. And if you talk about the this scheme, regarding the history, Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana was actually Indira Gandhi Matritva Sahyog Yojana during the Congress time, and it's a maternity benefit program run by the government. Then first, when this government came, they changed the name, they removed the Indira Gandhi name. With it became Matritva Sahyog Yojana, and after some time they made it Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana. Okay, so some changes were done in the present government and implemented by Ministry of Women and Child Development. So you remember this, it is not Ministry of Health, it is Ministry of Women and Child Development. And there is conditional cash transfer scheme for pregnant and lactating women of 19 years of age or above. 19 year taken out of it, because it is not 18 years of age, because 18 years age is the minimum age to marry, and after that 9 months would be taken minimum, then it will be 19 year of age. More than 19 year of age mother should be, so that she would be healthy. Below that age it is not allowed, because so it's a conditional cash transfer for the first live birth only. For the first live birth only, government is giving this argument that first live birth is actually making a lot of changes psychologically, physically, so it becomes a very stressful time, and here wage loss and all these things happen. They are not able to work anywhere, and they feel very much weak, and poor population conditions of India, you see, it is very tough time, hardship time. So that's why first live birth is a time of need. So that's why provision was originally regarding the 6,000 rupees, but now it is revised up to 5,000 rupees. The amount is reduced for the first live birth. Okay, so that's the thing, and they are supporting it with a different scheme, that is Janani Suraksha Yojana. Okay, so there some cash transfer is also there. So on an average, woman will get the same amount of 6,000 rupees. So that's the thing. So this Matritva Vandana Yojana plus Janani Suraksha Yojana, by both these schemes, average women will get the woman would get 6,000 rupees each, and it is only for the first pregnancy. That's the thing. Now all pregnant women and lactating mother, they are allowed in this, and except those who are in regular employment. Okay, any government employees, state government employees, central government employees, public sector employees, or any scheme they are availing the benefit of, then that thing, those groups or those women are not allowed in this scheme. Only unorganized sector employees and who are not availing any kind of this kind of scheme benefit, they are going to get 6,000 rupees average. Okay, so it is only for the first living child. Next, these are the same things that I discussed here. You can you will get the PDF. Join the StudyIQ Telegram group, or if you are not accessing the Telegram, then the blog is also there. StudyIQ website is there, and you can join my group of Amit Sani, a group of IAS preparation. Okay, you will find that in Facebook. Okay, Amit Sani group of IAS preparation. So there you will get the daily PDFs of these PIB analysis and the Hindu analysis. Next is the conditions. First transfer at the end of second birth pregnancy trimester. Trimester means the period of 3 months. When there is 9 months pregnancy, then 3 they divide it into 3 parts. These are trimesters. Okay, so after the second trimester they will be getting 3,000 rupees, and before at that time they need to register their pregnancy, and one prenatal care session they need to they need to attend, and the counseling sessions they should attend. After that, second transfer would be after the birth of the child. Okay, so at that time 2,000 would be given, and immunize the child with OPV and BCG at birth. These are the Bacillus carbon-Guerin, the vaccines, and oral polio vaccines. These are the simple vaccination during the birth. And after that, immunize the child with oral polio vaccine and diphtheria, pertussis, and the tuberculosis. Okay, so these vaccines are very much needed, and this is how by this innovative method, by these putting these conditions, they can actually fulfill a lot of targets. That vaccination is done, the immunization program is also fulfilled, and the health is also maintained, and women is not having any kind of further losses, and she is incentivized. So that's the thing, they are targeting a lot of things by one particular program. So that's the thing. Next is cyclonic storm Pabuk. Okay, they may ask you regarding what is Pabuk and where it was in force. So it rose in South China Sea. After that, it is moving towards Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, this is India, Sri Lanka, Bay of Bengal, and this is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These are the extension of this Arakan Yoma range, which is there in Myanmar, which is actually a part of Himalayan range only, because Himalaya, they are actually having a bend over the Namcha Barwa peak, which is there above the Arunachal Pradesh, northeast to the Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, their Himalayas, they are having a steep bend, and it's a knee-like bend. After that, it extends like this. So these Andaman Nicobar Islands, mostly they are the part of this particular Himalayan range only. And after that, between the Myanmar and Andaman, it is Andaman Sea. So this cyclone, Pabuk cyclone, is moving from this South China Sea. From here, this is the Indochina, and here this is Malay Peninsula. It is Strait of Malacca. It is Sumatra island of Indonesia. It is Great Nicobar Island. Okay, so it is moving in this direction, because cyclones, they move into anticyclonic direction in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, they move into clockwise direction. Okay, and just opposite happens with the anticyclones. Okay, so anticyclones are also there, but it is cyclone, so it is very much devastating. That's why these alerts are given regarding that. So it is northern hemisphere, so it is moving in this direction. Next is the HRD constitutes a task force to look into the issue of JNV suicides, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya suicides. Suicides are scaring India a lot, because a lot of churning is going on, frustration, poor population, and high expectations and less resources. All these conditions are actually giving a great negative impact to the poor population of India. And you must have heard about the Kota incident, where a lot of mysterious suicides are happening every year. Coaching classes and these all are going on there, and with the students it becomes a unbearable situation, and they are hanging themselves. So this is a very poor situation, very horrible and dangerous situation. And now it is happening with the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas. Okay, they are fully residential schools managed and run by the Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. This Samiti is an autonomous organization under the Ministry of HRD, Human and Resource Development. Okay, so it is the initiative of Ministry of Human Resource Development. They have actually set up a task force, and it is concluding with the psychiatrists and all, and they are going to look into this matter. So that's the thing. If we talk about India's horrible situation, it is the most dreaded situation in any country in the world. If Indian states were countries, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, they are worse than a lot of countries. So big the number of suicides in these states are. West Bengal, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. If they would have been countries, then their number would be 3rd, 4th and 5th. Only 2 countries where female suicides are more in number. These are Greenland and Lesotho. They are worse. Otherwise, they are the worst places for the females. They are doing suicides, and the suicides of farmers, it has become so common, sir, that we don't pay attention to that, but lives are ending. It is a very scary thing, and we need to take care of it. But you see the situation, media, social media, politics, all these things, not much we are talking, not much we are doing for these things. These are very, very horrible things. Whatever real impact that is going on the society, this is the result. Okay, and we are busy with a lot of other things which are not very much necessary, and a lot of issues can be raised. Okay, you see in this country, so great challenges are there, and it is most common cause of death between these groups, young groups. Okay, 15 to 29 and 15 to 39 groups, and increased to 230,000 number in 2016. The suicide numbers, these are very scary numbers. Okay, 80% of the suicide victims are literate. Okay, padhe likhe log. And next is India now accounts for 1/3 of the world's annual female suicides. 1/3 of the world's annual female suicides, they are happening in India. Nearly 1/4 of male suicides are happening in India. And the great change happened after 1990s till 2016. This is the 26-year period, and you see we have crossed all the lines, all the dangerous lines, and way above we are from the global average. These are the global averages, and this is India's condition. So it's a very serious thing. India is also a den of world's biggest number of mentally ill people, blind people, and these what we call the Divyangs. Okay, disabled people. It is a capital of the world. All these troubles are there in India. So many challenges we have. So you should think that where we need to focus. Should we need to focus on saying unnecessary things, talking about unnecessary issues, or we need to take care about these issues? It's a thing to discuss. And when we talk about the majority, then these things are the prime things to discuss. Now, government has launched several initiatives. Next news is regarding the higher educational institutes. UGC, ICT, these are the institutes of Ministry of HRD, and they are funding support to higher education institutes. And this is the data produced for in the end of the year survey that we have done these kind of things, and they are giving a particular set of data, whatever they have done for the higher education sector, both domestic and also with the international collaboration. They are funding these research projects. Okay, and these are the schemes which are funded by the UGC, and amount of 69 crore rupees have been spent under these schemes. Apart from that, international schemes, if we talk about international collaborations, if we talk about then with the UK, it is the research initiative with the Israel Science Foundation is there, Norway Cooperation Program, German program, and with USA 21st Century Knowledge Initiative. So all these things are going on in the higher education sector. This is one of the hotspot of the disturbance in the education system, and where we need to focus a lot, because this is the education that should be very much solid, very much productive, but the condition is just opposite. Okay, least amount of proper jobs for the teachers, professors, and they are not getting good pay in the states and all, and these universities are not performing very well. Not much researches are going on. Always funds are very much scarce. If we are talking about the laboratories, experiments, even they are not able to pay the teachers and professors very well in the states. A lot of universities are dealing with these fund crunches. Okay, so we need to focus a lot of things, and these are the things which are somehow positive, but still we need to go very, very far. Now, scheme for promotion of academic and research collaboration, the SPARK scheme. It's a recent initiative of the ministry, where top ranked Indian institutions and the globally ranked foreign institutions, they will be collaborating, and projects would be funded. Around 600 research projects would be funded under the SPARK scheme. Next, Imprint scheme, where IITs and IIS, Indian Institute of Science, these institutions are actually dealing with the problems of the country, their talent is used, and engineering education policy is framed under this. Imprint 1, Imprint 2 were going on, okay, a lot of projects were approved. Next is the Impress, where research in social science is going on, okay. So that's the thing. Imprint scheme, if you talk about, it's a pan IIT and ISS joint initiative, and the MHRD supported program, and these things are done. And Indian Council of Social Science and Research, that has been entrusted for this Impress scheme. And under the Impress scheme, these are the domains. It is the research in the social science, and it is utterly and extremely needed in India, because whatever troubles which are going on with the Indian society, there we need to do the social science research a lot. This is the most ignored area of the higher education, if we say, because you see about the education, all are going towards science education, but the results are nil. And a lot of articles they have appeared in the past that we are ignoring this area a lot. We are ignoring arts, we are ignoring history, we are ignoring where these humanities, and these are extremely needed, okay. We have taken them as unnecessary things, okay, in the education sector, if we see the investment in the science field, okay. Next, Bhumi Rashi portal, it is regarding the highways, where highways are developed, then they need to do land acquisition, and when they are doing this land acquisition, they need to pay these farmers or the landowners, and that is very hectic process. When they are producing physical documents and all, then they are facing a lot of issues, filing some mistakes which are very common in filing and all. They are not getting their the amount of money on the time, and a lot of formalities are there. But now they are doing this thing automated, entire process is digitized now, and they have set up a competent authority and land acquisition, CALA, Kala, they have set up for this. And now the acquisition of the land for the purpose of national highway and project, that would be totally automated on the internet, that would be done, and within a few minutes this thing would be processed, completed, and it would be a fast process, okay. Battery rickshaws, I talked about the MUHAAT, and now the FAME scheme, okay. Battery rickshaws, these are the electronic vehicles, very much environment friendly, and they are supportive of our targets of renewable energy and all these things. Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, it's a scheme of Ministry of Road Transport, okay. Central Motor Vehicles Act came in 88, and rules came in 89, and now Amendment Act came in 2015, okay. And in these times, all these regulations, licensing norms and all these were released, and now promotion of the electric mobility in the country, it is going with very much on a highlighted path, okay. And they are trying their best to make this thing working for India, because a lot of investment is needed in this. So that's why whoever is trying to manufacture these electric vehicles, they are incentivized under the FAME scheme, okay. Faster adoption of electric vehicles, we have set our targets for the renewable energy, and this thing is going to be the biggest boost to that program, okay. And the need is extreme, and this program, the first phase would go till the March 19, and the phase 1 of the FAME scheme is at present available up to 31st March 2019. All registered electric vehicles with lithium ion batteries, they may ask you regarding these specific details, that what kind of batteries are needed, what kind of batteries are used in these vehicles. So lithium ion batteries are used, okay. In mobiles, now the upgradation happened, lithium polymer batteries are there, so they are using lithium ion batteries, and whoever is producing these electric vehicles who are using lithium ion batteries, these are incentivized under this particular scheme of FAME scheme, okay. So that's the issue. Now Indian Myanmar Thailand Trilateral Highway, Look East policy we had, and now we are moving towards Act East policy. We are focusing a lot on these areas, and they are very much progressive areas. The Malaysia, Indonesia, these are very much progressive countries in the for the last 25 years. So now we need to integrate ourselves into these areas, and it is going to be very beneficial, very huge, and our relations are very good here. So India Myanmar Thailand Trilateral Highway is the main thing, that is the prime need here. The transportation, the connection, and the access is prime thing here. 1360 kilometers highway is developed, and most of it is completed. Some stretches are getting upgrade, and they are becoming 2 lanes, and somewhere there were trouble, the roads are created. It is going on for now 2 decades. Till 2009, India's Border Road Organization, BRO, has developed roads in Myanmar. Some stretches are completed with this highway, okay. It's a trilateral highway, but we are going to extend it till the further areas, okay. I would show you the map. More is in Manipur. You see the northeast here, this is Meghalaya, this is Tripura, this is Mizoram, this is Manipur, this is Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh, okay, and it is Assam. So Manipur, it is touching the border of Myanmar. More is in Manipur and Tamu is in Myanmar, just across the border. Okay, so there is a ICT also, integrated check post is also there, ICP, and this is Kalewa and this is Yagi. So these are the stretches which are being developed. 2-3 stretches are talked about in this particular article, and after that it will be stretched all across the length of Myanmar, and it will go till here. Mysot is in Thailand. Okay, it is the westernmost state of it, that is Tak state I think, and Mysot is the place. Till here this highway would go. Okay, Trilateral Highway. In May 17, India's Niti Aayog proposed establishing a special purpose vehicle for the financing. Okay, this is for the financing, and owned by all 3 countries to monitor and implement the project. And India, Myanmar, Thailand Trilateral Highway is a highway under construction under India's Look East policy, and it will connect More, India with the Mysot, Thailand. Okay, More, India and Mysot, and most of the areas are under these cities are in Myanmar. So with Myanmar, a lot of things are going on. You must have heard about 2-3 years back when our armies they crossed the border and they destroyed all these camps of insurgents, and also these things happened. Okay, so with Myanmar some positive things are going on, and this Kalewa Yagi stretch is being upgraded to 2-lane in each direction, total 4-lane, and highway is developed by India. Okay, we have invested a lot in Myanmar. We are releasing the line of credit here, and if we see the map, it is India, Nepal, Bhutan, and here it is Myanmar, it is Bangladesh, and Thailand, Laos. All these things are there. One other important things are, you see it is Bangladesh is Cox's Bazar. Okay, and this is the area of Myanmar here. Okay, this is the Myanmar's border, and here you see the Sitwe port, and you see here the Kaladan river. It's a very important river. We are developing a highway here. It is almost completed, and Kaladan river will give access India to the northeast area. It will be the shortest access through the waterway. Okay, and Sitwe port is totally developed, and it is going to be very helpful in transporting materials or goods into northeast of India. So it is giving a great connectivity. Kaladan river, you remember, it is rising in Mizoram and opening here in the Bay of Bengal. So Kaladan river is very important. So apart from that, it is the Trilateral Highway that we were talking about, Indian Myanmar Friendship Road, that is called More Tamu Kaliemo Kalewa. It is officially inaugurated on 2001, and Border Road Organization BRO of Indian Wing of Indian Army, it developed this. In the border areas, BRO is the main organization who constructs these roads and all. Okay, so that's a very important thing. And further, it is expected to boost the trade and commerce in ASEAN India free trade area. Okay, you see the ASEAN countries, these are the ASEAN countries. These are the all countries, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. We are planning to stretch this highway till Vietnam. Okay, so that this whole area would be covered and with the connectivity. And this is how this is going to be a reality of Act East policy, because the trade is going to be boosted with this. And 2 rivers are important. They may ask you, Chindwin and Irrawaddy. Chindwin is the tributary of Irrawaddy river. Okay, Irrawaddy is this is the Irrawaddy river, and Chindwin is the tributary. Okay, and these are the main rivers of Myanmar. Okay, and Monwa and Kale, they are located on the Chindwin river, and India and ASEAN have plans to extend this route to Laos, Cambodia and Vietnam. As I told you, connectivity will generate annually estimated $70 billion incremental GDP and 20 million in incremental aggregate employment by 2025. So it is going to be a huge deal, and it's going to be a great boost in the trade, and automatically it would boost the relations, bilateral relations and trilateral relations. India has offered $1 billion line of credit for the India-ASEAN connectivity projects. So that's the thing. Now MCQs, you try to answer them and put their options in the comment section. If you find any kind of difficulty, I know a lot of information is there, and I don't want to extend the time limit. That's why I'm going very fast. So you adjust with the speed, and it's some effort you need to do. You need to focus more on the lesson, whatever I'm saying, because I need to go very fast. The situations are like this. Time is less, information is very much in number, and time is less. So that's the thing. So try these questions, and we will meet again tomorrow, and keep learning. If you have any kind of difficulty, put that in comment. If you want to criticize me, you can say anything. Okay, there is no problem. If you feel these things are good, then you can appreciate. That's totally welcomed. And thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Saini.